In this clinical video on Potter's syndrome, we will first review the syndrome in brief and then we will see the case. So what is Potter's syndrome? Bilateral renal agenesis is incompatible with extrauterine life and produces the Potter's syndrome. Death occurs shortly after birth from pulmonary hypoplasia. The newborn has a characteristic facial appearance termed Potter facies. The eyes are widely separated with epicanthic folds. Ears are low set, nose is broad and compressed flat, chin is receding, and there are limb anomalies present. So what is the cause of this morphology in this syndrome? Atypical physical appearance of a neonate in this syndrome is due to oligohydramnios experienced in the womb. Oligohydramnios is of the degree sufficient to cause disruptions in morphogenesis of the fetus. Now let's start with our case. Full-term 2-day-old male child weighing 2.4 kg was brought by mother with complaint of abnormal face since birth. Carefully look at this baby and note that eyes are widely separated. Nose is broad and compressed flat. Chin is receding. Ears are low set. Note that both hands of this baby are not normal. They look somewhat broad and somewhat more flexed at the wrist joint. Both foot appear somewhat broad. They appear somewhat rocker bottom foot. Ultrasound of this baby, we noticed that there was no renal agenesis. Both kidneys are normal and are of normal length. There was no pulmonary hypoplasia. What we did not find in this case was number 1 renal agenesis and number 2 pulmonary hypoplasia. So should we still call it as Potter's syndrome? I think the answer is no. The most appropriate diagnosis would be oligohydramnios sequence. Oligohydramnios might have led to atypical physical appearance in this newborn. The cause of oligohydramnios in this newborn is not bilateral renal agenesis as originally described by Potter. So over years, after initially described by Potter, we came to know that it is basically oligohydramnios which led to Potter phenotype, and if oligohydramnios is due to bilateral renal agenesis, it is known as Potter's syndrome, which is incompatible with extrauterine life.